Hey, it's Risa G coming in from her cluttered kitchen with another Tip Tuesday. Yes, it's Tip Tuesday time again. This week it is my entertaining tips. My top 5, 6, something like that. Okay. There'll probably be a few more in the notes below, but these are my top ones. Okay. Very important. I mean, we're coming into the holiday season. This year, Hanukkah starts December 2nd, which is a week away, and I am not prepared. Is anybody else prepared? Who knows? All right? Especially if you work, it's really important to be well, that you schedule yourself and you have things well planned out. All right? Unfortunately, this year, because I'm working, I'm not as planned. I haven't planned this out at all. I mean, I don't even have my brisket yet. I don't know. I'm crazy. But I have tips for you, and hopefully I will be following these tips too. Okay, so number 1 is you have to, at this very moment, around now, okay, you're a week away from Hanukkah. Well, it's already too late to invite people for Hanukkah, all right? But you should have thought of that weeks ago. See, I'm not inviting anybody for anything except for December 1st, which isn't even, it isn't even Hanukkah yet. We invited some friends over. But I've already had my menu planned out at least a couple of weeks already, all right? But if you have a Christmas party that you usually do, or an open house, or Kwanzaa, any of those holidays that are at the end of the month, I would plan out by first, number 1, sending out invitations, okay? We always invite the exact same people, so my husband did that weeks ago, but make sure you have physical or digital invitations invitations with an RSVP with a date, okay? Make sure that if you're going to be having more than 4 or 6 people over, that you have RSVP and you tell them, hey, I need to know if you're coming within a week before. That way you can get a final count, and that way you know how much food either to order or to make, okay, per person, okay? That way you know you want, 2 pieces of 5 different appetizers per person and that kind of thing. All right, it's very important. That way you can plan out exactly how much food to prepare or to even cater. All right, number 1. Number 2, plan out your menu weeks before, and you have to consider the diet of everybody these days, okay? Grandma doesn't eat salt. Your nephew is keto or paleo or Whole30 or vegetarian or vegan, or is allergic to gluten or allergic to something, allergic to onions or whatever. All right, you have to plan that all out in your menu, okay? Make sure you have something for everybody, all right? Have a vegan dish, have a big salad for those who are either dieting or Whole30. Make sure you have some cold cuts or some kind of meats on the side for people who are low carb. You got to plan it all out. Make sure you have a thorough menu considering everybody, okay? Now with me, I know that my husband's friend doesn't eat pork and doesn't like fatty things because he's had a heart attack or what. So I always make either some chicken or some pasta or fish or something low fat. So I always have a low fat option for him. And I know that everybody likes spicy things, so I can go all Thai or I can go Mexican or whatever, okay? I plan out my menu weeks ahead of time. I also make a shopping list that coordinates with it, and a pantry list that coordinates with it. Things I know I have on hand. Let's say I want to make hummus. I know I have chickpeas and I know I have tahini So I just have to buy like pita chips or whatever. All right, I know people are coming to Whole30. I have to make sure I have like lettuce cups for the ground beef or whatever. Okay, plan out your menu weeks ahead of time with coordinating lists. Okay, and keep those lists with you when you go shopping. Okay, try to buy as much stuff ahead of time as you can. Unless you're waiting for certain things to go on sale. Like with me, I've been waiting for a brisket to go on sale because last year it was overly, extraordinarily expensive. I refused to buy it. I had to buy a chuck roast instead. And the year before that, the same thing. A veal roast, which was the worst thing I've ever made. Whatever, okay? You got to take these things into consideration, of course. You know, I mean, if a lot of your stuff is already just in the pantry, then you're in luck. All right, but if it isn't, you know, you plan out let's say Mississippi pot roast or whatever, you know, just make sure that you find your protein on sale, because it's probably the most expensive part of it. Okay, number 4, always take a little bit of help from the stores. All right, do not do everything yourself. You'll make yourself crazy. Okay, so take some help from the stores. If you don't want to put out dishes and you just want very easy cleanup, just throw everything in a bag at the end of the night, then try to find something like this beautiful stuff from Pioneer Woman that she's selling at Walmart. Okay, these beautiful paper plates. Okay, with a nice winter design. All right, not necessarily Christmas. It is red and green, but it's poinsettia or holly or whatever. It's not religious. Okay. Unless, of course, your all friends and family or whatever are, and you want to go for the whole thing with Jesus and whatever. That's up to you, okay? All right? I have a lot of friends who are atheists, and so I don't buy anything that's religious, okay? But these were $3 a pack. All right? 8 plates, 20 napkins. I don't know why it's 8 plates in one pack, and 12 and another, whatever. You know, buy as many as you need at $3 a pack. It's not much more expensive than Walmart's brand or Carlton Cards or Hallmark or any of them, okay? Just take some help from the stores, either paper products, or you don't feel like making the appetizers, then go to the Olive Bar at the supermarket and buy up a few things, buy some hummus, buy some chips, whatever. Do not try to do it all by yourself, okay? You'll make yourself nuts, and you'll spend the whole night in the kitchen to boot, okay? And last of all, as I said, do as much as possible ahead of time. Make that brisket the day before. It's better the next day, okay? Make lasagna the day before if you're doing that, all right? Because if you do things ahead of time, then setting up is much quicker, and that way you can spend the whole night in the living room with your family and friends instead of in the kitchen, okay? Very important. That way you enjoy your party. That's most important, that you and your family enjoy the party as much as everybody else. And then people are talking about your party for weeks after, okay? So those are my top tips for winter entertaining, and in general, any entertaining, really, any season, okay? So if you liked it, please press like. And, of course, subscribe, press that little bell, and come back to Reese's Cluttered Kitchen for more. Okay? Bye.